Hello you guys, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys can see, I am already in full glam Halloween makeup. When you guys are currently watching this, I am in the UK about to celebrate the launch of Painted UK. This is my look for the night, but speaking of crazy Halloween makeup looks, welcome to today's YouTube video. This is a series that I do every single year around the spooky season where I recreate your best Halloween makeup looks. And this year, you guys have been eating, especially now that you have painted products in your hands. For today's video, I selected 3 incredible makeup looks that I'm gonna show you guys how to recreate. If you wanna do some crazy Halloween makeup, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get right into it. All right, you guys, it is time for our first Halloween makeup look of the year. But before then, if you have not already, click that thumbs up button down below. I know you guys love the Halloween content and I love giving it to you. So your love and support really means the world. And if you have not already, click that subscribe button. Literally more than 50% of you guys that are coming back every single Friday at 12 p.m. PST are not subscribed. And it's a little bit rude, a little bit spooky, if I do say so.
James, what was that?
Hi sisters! So click the button. It's free if you're watching on your television. Just swipe up with your remote and subscribe that way. We would love to have you in the family, and also click that bell icon so you get notified just like this every time I upload a new one every single week. All right, for the first look, whenever we do these videos, I like to give you guys an easy look, a medium look, and then a really crazy special effects makeup look. So we're gonna start off easy. This is gonna be a pretty easy, simple look that the girlies can do if you wanna look cute, if you wanna look a little hoe on Halloween, because I do, okay? As much as I love the crazy costumes or the special effects, sometimes if I get invited to a party last minute, I'm not trying to put in that much work. I just wanna look cute. You never know who's gonna be there, and I know a lot of you guys are thinking the same way. Not all of y'all are makeup experts and you just want something fun, easy, and simple. That's what I'm gonna give to you. This look I found from my amazing follower, Gracie. Now she did this deer makeup look. I think it is very, very cute. It's very trendy. She actually went above and beyond. She has the really cool like bullseye in the forehead with the little bullet hole. I am obsessed with this. This is actually a makeup look that I did in like 2018. However, for the sake of today's look, we're gonna simplify it and we're just gonna do the deer. Let's go. My face is already primed, so I'm just gonna go into a little bit of foundation. I'm gonna mix together my 2 favorites right now, which is Estee Lauder Double Wear, and then a few pumps of my Natasha Denona High Glam foundation. And then we're just gonna blend this all over the face. And then of course I'm using my Painted Blind Box Mystery Sponge to do so, but of course any brush or sponge will work. We're basically just gonna do our base routine like normal, starting off with foundation, concealer, contour, the whole shebang. So I'm gonna kind of speed through this process because you guys have obviously watched me do this a million trillion different times. But basically we're doing a regular face of makeup for right now. Foundation's all on. Now we're gonna start contouring and bronzing, and we're gonna do this a little bit differently than normal. Our cheekbones, we will do the same, just right from the corner of the ear. Oh, that color is so... James, is this my normal color? Okay, yeah, it is. Oh my God, that was scary. What? I don't remember it being that dark. We're going from the corner of the ear down to the cheekbone, and a little bit on the corners of the forehead. But then for the nose is going to be where we switch things up. Now you guys know I love a very, very tiny, skinny, gorgeous, barely breathable nose contour. Unfortunately, we can't do that today. This is scary, okay? This is gonna be very brave of me to show on camera, but we're gonna make my nose look bigger. Here we go, you guys, okay? I must. I have to. I have to, okay?
Why?
Because I need to look like a deer. Normally I tell you guys to ignore your nose anatomy and to draw your 2 contour lines as close together as humanly possible. Now we're unfortunately gonna pay attention to the nose anatomy, okay? I'm gonna basically put these contour lines on the outside of my nose. Okay, just like that. We're still going straight down, but it's on the outside. Then I'm gonna draw this up because we're gonna do a cut crease later on. So I'm gonna put this like right here into my crease, okay? And we're gonna blend that just like that. See? Now we're gonna do the same thing over here. See how wide my nose currently looks? That's the art of contouring, okay? As much as I don't love it, it's vital for this look to look like a deer, okay? Because they don't have tiny little pinched rhinoplasty noses. They have big, wide noses. So that's what we're gonna do too. I'm gonna blend this up into my eyebrows like that. Do you see the vision? Do you see how big my nose looks? You see?
Fucking huge. Oh, well, that's what you wanted.
Now, with this nose, we do need to blend it, but very, very, very slightly. So we're just gonna basically blend this outer edge, okay? It's gonna look wide. That's the point, unfortunately. Now we're gonna leave that for right now. Now it's time for a little bit of concealer. And when we do our concealer, we're gonna put a little bit underneath the eyes, like our normal positioning. Then instead of going all the way up the nose, we're just gonna keep it right here because we want it to look big and wide. A little bit on the chin, a little bit on the mustache area. And then when we go down the nose, we're gonna fill in that entire nose bridge with concealer, just like that. Oh my God, this is literally going against every single rule that I've ever given you guys in makeup, okay? It's okay, it's just for one look and it'll look good, I promise. Please, just stay with me, okay? Now we blend using the tip of that sponge, a little bit underneath the eyes, There we go. Okay, see how nice and wide it looks?
Yes.
No,
Is that a trick question?
it is a trick question.
Oh, it still looks small, even though you made it so big. It still looks small.
Thank you, thank you. Trevor, would you like a raise?
Yes, sir.
Now we're gonna blend out this concealer on the nose. And once that's all good to go, we're pretty much ready to set this in place with powder. Normally, you guys know I have blush blindness. I'm a whore for blush. For blush, I'm gonna skip out on Peach Beach or Pink Drink or some of our normal pinky blushes that I love and I'm a whore for. And instead, we're gonna use brown sugar. Okay, this is a very beautiful, muted, kind of like peachy brown blush, which is great because it's gonna help us add a little bit of color to this makeup look without it literally looking like a blush, you know, because we wanna add some dimension, but still keep that doe-like Dior glam. We're gonna do a lot of bronzer, don't worry. But see how that just adds like a little bit of color? Gorgeous. So stunning. Our painted blushes are a bestseller for us as a brand. However, brown sugar is not. And I'm not afraid to admit that, right? I think it's important to always be honest as a business owner. What I will say though, is I know a lot of you guys that are watching every single week are not necessarily makeup lovers, and that's fine. I love you guys that are just here for the entertainment value just as much. But I will say, if you are somebody who doesn't wear a lot of makeup but might be interested in painted, brown sugar is a great product to start off with because it just adds a little bit of color to your makeup routine without being like super overwhelming. It's not bright, it's not vibrant, but it does give you just a little bit of extra pizzazz. It makes you look sun-kissed and warm. And I really think this is such a beautiful shade for so many different skin tones that a lot of you guys would really, really, really enjoy if you tried it out. I mean, literally just look. See, it's just like a little suggestion that a blush is there. Ah, love her. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and set this all in place. Just gonna use a powder puff. Now, once this is all set in place, we're gonna go in with some bronzer. I'm gonna use Benefit Hoola. Now, normally in my videos, I tell you guys to be careful and focus on blending. For once, that is all gonna go out the window because I want you guys to go really, really heavy-handed with this. We're trying to look bronze, sculpted like a deer. So I'm literally just gonna go in and we're gonna go really heavy on the cheekbones, just like that. Basically the same places that we put the contour shade, we're just gonna reinforce with a lot of bronzer. And we're gonna do the same thing, reinforcing that nose contour, or really lack thereof, to be honest with you. Obviously it looks crazy, but that's the point, right? That's giving deer, right? Oh dear. For the eyes today, of course, I'm gonna be using our Painted Basic Canvas palette. This is literally the perfect palette for any neutral eyeshadow look, which is exactly what we're gonna be doing today. Starting off with the small fluffy brush, I'm gonna grab the shade Oak and start carving out my crease. I'm just going right above our natural eyelid fold and then wigging it out as we get to the outer edge of our lid. And then when we get to that inner corner, I'm just gonna connect it and blend it together with the nose contour. See how this looks like a nice continuous line and shape where the nose goes right into that eye contour? Contour, hello, hello, hello. Then with a larger fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip into UV Index, which is our warm transition shade, and use UV Index to start buffing out that oak to make sure that everything is smooth and seamless. Oh yeah, just like that. Oh, gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Start blending in a little bit of oak, UV Index to blend. Once we have that base laid down, I'm gonna grab a little bit of sugar and just use this to highlight my brow bone. Gorgeous. Now, we're gonna cut the creases. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of the concealer that I used underneath my eyes. I'm gonna use Tarte Shape Tape. Then I'm gonna grab my Painted J1 concealer brush. If you have not tried out our detail brushes before, they are truly incredible because of how flat they are. Look at how sharp that concealer brush is. They are actually made with the same fibers as Art Store Craft brushes, so you can really get the same precision and details that a true artist or painter would. I'm just gonna go in and start stamping out that crease. Oh, you see how nice and sharp that is?
Nice and sharp.
Perfect. Then we're just gonna fill in the lid with the rest of that concealer. And there we go. Obviously this concealer is wet, so we need to set it in place, but we have two different options here. We can either do a matte shade, kind of matching our inner face highlight, which I think is what I'm going to do for this look today, just to keep it kind of simple, or you can do a shimmer on the lid. Now, if you're feeling extra, be my guest. Add a shimmer, add a glitter. Either Finnegan or Gold Coast from the Basic Canvas palette would look so beautiful, but I think today I'm just gonna use a little bit of sugar. You see that crease? Gorgeous. Now we're gonna do a liner, okay? That might be my highest no ever. That was a good one. Gonna start sketching out a eyeliner using the same exact shades. You see that? Ugly, okay? But just trust the vision. I'm gonna blend it into the eyeball. Actually, I think I changed my mind. That's fucking ugly. We're just blending, okay? And it's gonna look ugly, but just trust me, it's gonna get cleaned up and then it's gonna be amazing. And you're gonna be like, wow, James, you're amazing and so talented. And I'm gonna say thank you, my friend. I love you and thank you for watching. We're just gonna blend on this smoky little wing using a little bit of UV Index and the other shades, whatever. You know, you get the vision, you get the vibe, okay? You're watching me. See, it's coming together. We just like blend a little bit. Now, we take a nice dark brown liner and we're gonna cut that. We have a smoky little deer liner. Look, she's cute, okay? She's cute. We'll do a little inner corner, just like that. Ooh, look at that, so cute, okay? It's giving, it's looking gorgeous. And once that's all smoked out, we're just gonna go right below that liner and cut it. Then to open up the eyes, I'm gonna grab our white Create paint in the shade Ghosted, and I'm gonna pop this right in the waterline. That looks so cute. Then just using those same brown shades from the basic canvas, I'm gonna underline right below that white to make it look like my eyes are bigger. And that is one deer eye all complete. Let me go do the other one off camera quickly, and I'll be right back to finish up the rest of the details. We are back, both eyes are now done. I just added mascara and a pair of lashes, and we are ready to go. Next up, it is time for the details, starting off with our little white deer spots. So again, I'm gonna use our Ghosted Create paint, and then I'm literally just gonna take any like rounded little component. This is an eyelash glue component, and I'm gonna stick the lid of this right into that paint, getting it evenly distributed on there. And then I'm just gonna start creating dots. Ooh, that's big. Okay, that's okay. We can make them different sizes. Okay, so I'll do dot there. Then I'll do a dot there. I'll do a couple on my forehead, which we all know is humongous. Then I will fill those in. Then I will also add on some smaller dots too. Ooh, that's good. I'm using literally the top of my Benefit Brow Gel. Anything round and circular that you can use as like a stamp. That's literally perfect. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, we'll do some on the side of my nose. It's almost like little deer freckles in a way. Oh, cutesy. This brow gel component really came in clutch because if I had to sit there and hand draw those circles, I might hit myself. Okay, now I'm gonna use my Tom Ford eyeliner, stamp it on there. I think I've added way too many white spots, whatever. I'm sure you guys can do this better than I can, it's okay. That's enough white dots, we get the point, right? Let's add the frickin' deer nose because we're almost done here. To draw the nose, I'm gonna use my Cold Brew Create paint. There we go, that looks cute, right? That looks good. Also gonna draw one line down the center. I'm also gonna use our Cold Brew Create paint to outline the lips. Oh my God, by the way, you guys, this would be a great time to mention, we currently have our Halloween Create Paint bundle available on painted.co and our TikTok shop. A lot of you guys during Halloween season love using your Create paints to do all sorts of crazy, avant-garde, over-the-top, colorful looks. And let me tell you, if the idea of using paint in your makeup routine is a little bit too scary for an everyday glam, I do understand Halloween is the time to add Create paints to your collection. You can literally use them for anything, as I have been doing all throughout this lovely deer makeup and will continue to do throughout today's video. All 10 original paint shades are available for a bundle of $99 with free shipping on painted.co and our TikTok shop. Also available in UK for I think £76. So if you've ever wanted to try out a Create paint, now is the time to do so. And last but not least, let's add on a little lipstick right in the middle. Ooh. Yay! Okay, let's set the shit in place. And that is our cutesy little deer Halloween makeup look all complete. Now, of course, if you wanted to take this up a notch, you could always add the bullet hole just like Gracie did for a very fun special effects twist. However, for this first followers makeup look of the video, I wanted to keep it simple, just in case you want to do a cute little photo on Instagram, or maybe you get invited to a last minute Halloween party and you guys need a super easy makeup look to do. This is really easy to create using a ton of makeup techniques that I've already taught you guys over the years, but I still think makes a very big impact when you walk in the room. I hope you've enjoyed this first makeup look. Thank you, Gracie, for inspiring it, but now it's time to wipe this all off and get started on makeup look number 2. All right, you guys, we are back, faces all clean, and we're ready for makeup look number 2. Now this one, oh my God, I'm really excited for, but I'm also so scared for because this is most likely going to stain my skin for the foreseeable future. We are going to be painting my entire face pink because I saw this makeup look by the makeup artist Stens, who goes by Stenny. Oh my God! This Lisa Frank tiger is so cute. She is so beautiful. I actually discovered her from this makeup look and went down an entire rabbit hole of looking at everything she's posted. I am obsessed. This makeup look looks really hard to complete, but I actually think if we break it down and follow it step by step, it won't be too challenging. The perfect middle makeup look for today's video. Let's get right into it. For the base routine today, you guys know I talk about my Create paints all the time. Again, we are currently running our 10 paint original color bundle for only $99, perfect for Halloween. However, I'm gonna take a break from promoting them for a second because I know sometimes you guys get annoyed and use something different, okay? I'm gonna use my Mayron color stick in the shade Neon Pink, okay? And I'm doing this because our Create paint shade in Pinky Promise is kind of like a light bubblegummy pink. I need true neon, and we don't have a color like that, at least not yet, and you can't mix it either, so we're gonna make this work. This is gonna stain me so badly. I'm scared. Okay. Oh my fucking God, that is thickums. Oh my God, you guys, this is gonna fuck up my face. I'm so scared. I'm gonna put this all around here, all over my face. And then this area is gonna be white, but this is also gonna be pink. So I need to do my entire neck. So we're gonna do the forehead as well. Then we're gonna leave it like that because then we're gonna do some yellow, okay? Same thing, Mehron stick right there. Oh God. And then I think this is like gonna go into the eyeshadow over here too. And I'm gonna put white here. Now we're gonna start blending. Oh my God, okay, here we go. I'm just gonna grab a big brush. We're literally just gonna blend this in and pretty much get all these colors like blended together, but trying to like fade them so it's not just like harsh lines. What I'm noticing with this formula is a little bit goes a very long way, so I probably didn't need nearly as much as I put on my face, which is just freaking great. I'm gonna put this underneath my neckline too. Gotta get the whole thing pink. Oh my God, I'm gonna be showering for like a month after this. Okay, make sure we get it up into the hairline, every little nook and cranny of my ears. So that's looking really good. Okay, now we need to start blending the yellow, which I feel like I'm gonna need more. Let's see. So this is just gonna go like in the center of my face. It's kind of like the highlight color, I guess. And as we start blending this into the pink, it should help create that like orange shade. So literally just tapping the brush to blend these colors together, and it's creating that gorgeous little like sunset yellow to orange to pink ombre. Okay, that's looking pretty good, right? It looks nice and blended. Okay, so let's do the white next, and then we'll go back and like reinforce the colors. This is where this could start to look really ugly. Oh my God. With these makeup looks, you guys, you just have to trust the process because it's usually a process. You guys. Oh my God, this looks bad. It looks fucking bad. I'm gonna use this orange one now to do my like nose contour, I think. It's just too oily. Everything's like slipping around, which is not the vibe. Okay, like I think this is looking.
You're literally gonna be pink till the fucking UK.
I know. I am gonna be pink for weeks. This is not good. Okay. Okay. Right? This is giving Lisa Frank Tiger. We're gonna set this in place because I'm scared that if I keep adding more to it, it's gonna get even worse. So I'm gonna use the RCMA No Color Powder because, as the name suggests, it has no color. If you're gonna do a look like this, the worst thing you can do is do all your amazing, gorgeous blending work and then go in with like a Laura Mercier or a One Size or even a Huda powder. Love them all, obviously, for regular glam. However, they have a slight bit of pigment to it. So if you do all this blending and then set it in place with a tan setting powder, it's gonna ruin all the colors. Oh my God, this makeup is ridiculous. This is gonna come together. It will, but it's just, woo, okay. Oh, okay, we're done. Once we have all that powder on there, I'm just gonna grab a light fluffy brush and lightly dust it off. We wanna be really, really, really careful that we don't disturb any of the face paint down below. But now that we have that powder layer, it should help to keep it all protected. Mehron, I love you guys. You make a lot of really amazing products. These cream sticks are fucking not it. Oh my God, look at my nose. Like, what the hell is that? That's what the powder dusted off. Hello? James. Me being annoyed and heavily sighing while looking like this is just crazy. Now that we have the face all set in place, what I'm gonna basically do is reinforce all the creams with powder versions of the same colors. So I'm gonna use my Artistry Canvas eyeshadow palette, our 24 beautiful rainbow palette from Painted. And I literally have this tub of powder puffs in my drawer from basically just like different little PR kits that I've gotten. And this is gonna come in really, really, really handy because instead of using brushes, I'm literally just gonna start applying these like with the powder puffs so I can get as much pigment as humanly possible. I'm gonna grab Pink Drink Blush, once again with the powder puff, and I'm gonna use this to blend together my under eyes and the pink base. Oh yeah, see, oh yes. See what that just did there? Oh, that created like the perfect ombre. Yes, that looks great. And I'm gonna use this underneath my cheekbones as well. Yeah, okay. I'll do a little bit of this on my forehead as well, just to help blend everything together. What I need now is a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dip into Bubble, our neon pink, and I'm gonna use this to contour, putting that right in the cheekbone. Yeah, gorgeous, okay. Same thing over here. Now we're gonna grab Ducky, which is our super bright yellow. And here's where I hope we can fix some of this cream that failed. Yes. Thank God the Artistry Canvas is pigmented because look at that. That is so fucking good. Oh my God, thank literal God because that was scary. Okay, that single-handedly just saved the entire look. It's literally like ripping up the cream formula as I put on the powder. Mehron! God, I love you guys. This product fucking sucks. Look at my nose. It's just crusting off my fucking nose. Wait a minute. Oh my God, what is that like fucked up light line? What is happening? What is that? I don't know what to tell you guys. That looks perfectly blended and normal in person and looks beyond fucked on camera. I've never in my life had this happen before. All right, we're back. I've done some blending. I did the brows off camera. Now let's go in for the eyeshadow. I already highlighted my brow bone using a little bit of Ducky as well as Firefly. And now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Katniss to start cutting the crease. We're just gonna connect together that nose contour and that outer corner that we added in earlier, right above our natural eyelid fold. In our outer corner, I'm gonna grab a little bit of bubble on a fluffy brush and start pulling this outwards. And don't worry, the one great aspect about this makeup look is that we're gonna cover the entire face with some gorgeous little tiger. Is this a tiger? Oh, who cares? Who knows, honestly. We're gonna be putting spots all over the face, so if there's anywhere where the blending isn't perfect, we'll just cover it up with a gorgeous black spot. So we're fine. Ooh, yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, let's do the same thing on this eye. Okay, and now we cut our crease. I'm gonna use my Ghosted Create paint, and I'm just gonna go right in on a painted J1 brush. And normally I'd wanna like pull it out, but I think we're just gonna do a liner instead. So we're just gonna literally leave it that shape.
2 hours later.
That took so goddamn long. Now we're gonna add a lovely black wing liner. For this liner, we're gonna make this huge, okay? Big. You know how sometimes you can have those days where it just keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker because you make one mistake and then it just gets thicker and thicker? That's what this is, okay? And it's fine today. It's fine. And now I'm gonna do my little inner corner cap point. Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, you see the vision? Inner corner point is done. Then we're gonna take a black pencil liner and we're gonna shove this all in our eyeball, okay? Waterline top and bottom. Smoky, black, dark. There we go. Finally. And last, but very not least, for this one eyeball, because we do need to do the other one off camera, I'm just gonna put blue all up underneath this lash line because I think it looks so gorgeous. It's a gorgeous little pop for that Lisa Frank makeup. So let's put it on there. Which I'm gonna do, by the way, using a little bit of aquamarine and water mixed together. And I'll blend that out using a little bit of Fiji and Winkle mixed together. Okay, that's one eye done. I'll be right back. We're back. Eyes are done, lashes are on. Now it is time for the details. Basically, we're in the home stretch. Okay, thank God. We just need to add on a lot of black spots and markings all over my face. Say a little prayer for me. I was gonna use a liner, but I'm gonna grab my Create paint in ink and I'm gonna use this because a lot of these spots don't look perfect. And I love that. So I'm gonna use a like liquid liner pen. Like I use my KVD tattoo liner for the wing and it's like perfect and sharp and gorgeous. I don't really want these spots to be perfect, sharp, and gorgeous. So just follow my lead here. We're gonna do some things here. Let's do the nose, okay? So we're gonna do right like that. And now like this, right? There we go, that's giving. It's giving cat mama. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere, right? Right. Here we go. Satellite radio, y'all getting hit with the boom, boom. Is this the wrong shaped nose that I just made? What the fuck does a cat's nose look like?
What are you, a cat
Whatever.
or a tiger?
I don't fucking know what I am. I have no idea what I am.
That is a cheetah.
Okay.
Or a leopard.
See, no one knows the fucking difference. Okay, here we go. We're gonna outline the lips. I'm literally just gonna start doing spots. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I need to make sure this doesn't give like cow. Because it's giving cow.
I thought about being a cow for the UK party.
Wouldn't even have to dress up. Come on, that was so good. Okay, so let's do some big ones to really cover up this forehead region up here, shall we? Loving what we were creating here. Honestly, it's kind of eating. It's coming together. See, you just gotta trust the process every time, you guys. Sometimes you're ugly, and that's just how the world works, you know? This is the moment of truth. If I fuck this up, the whole look is, oh my God, okay. Like that, right? That looks pretty good. All right, you guys, and on that note, finally, this Lisa Frank. Do we ever decide if it's a leopard or a tiger or a cheetah? Who cares? My Lisa Frank exotic cat makeup look all complete. This was a struggle. Oh my God, Sense is such a talented makeup artist. I am so grateful that I got through this look because it did come together in the end, but oh my God, if this wasn't a prime example of a trust the process makeup tutorial, I don't know what is. Quite honestly, I know the whole point of this video is to give you guys the idea for Halloween makeup. I would not recommend this. I wouldn't. It was ridiculous. It was hard. It took way too much effort, but I do feel pretty pussy. Meow. It's time to wipe this off. Hope you enjoyed this makeup look number 2. At this point, I'm gonna go shower for probably the next 17 hours. And you'll be lucky if I see you tomorrow to move on to look number 3. All right, you guys, we are back and ready for look number 3. And this might be one of the craziest Halloween looks I have literally ever done. But every year, I like to do something a little bit off the wall. And I always love doing some special effects makeup as well. I'm not very good at it. Honestly, every year I say that I'm gonna take a class. And this year is gonna be the time that I actually do it because I wanna be better. Anyway, I'm always able to make it work. And this year is going to be no exception. One of the most viral moments of this entire year for me was Coca-Cola. Hello. So I'm going to do a Coca-Cola makeup look, but this isn't just gonna be some cute little red glam, okay? Hear me out. I was scrolling and came across this video from Leah Compton in which she literally has a Pepsi can shoved into her eyeball. And I thought, oh my God, I have to recreate this, but of course, do a Coca-Cola Hello can instead. Come on, are you kidding me? So fun, so crazy. I know that literally nobody, not a soul on planet Earth is going to recreate this makeup look for Halloween, but I thought this would be a fun end to today's video. As you guys can see, obviously I have my full base routine already on. I already did it in the deer makeup look, so I'm not gonna repeat it again. Just follow the same exact steps to get your classic little glam. We're gonna zoom you in, do some eyeshadow, but then we will literally glue this Coke can into this eye. Let's get started. For the eyes today, I'm gonna be using all painted shadows. If you guys did not know, our palettes are fully depotable, so you can put them into our blank canvas magnetic palette. This is a combination of our basic canvas palette, our artistry canvas palette, and a couple of other shades that may be coming out in the future. I don't know. I'll tell you guys what eyeshadow specifically I'm using as I'm going through. If you don't have any painted shadow palettes, you are definitely missing out. However, you can really use any colorful palette. This eye's getting the can, this eye's getting the eyeshadow. Okay, let's do a cute little eye look together. Starting off, I'm grabbing the shade Wimple from the basic canvas palette, and I'm just gonna start putting this in my outer corner to add a little bit of dimension. As you guys can see, the shades literally blend themselves out. Look at how good that looks already with literally just one shadow. Then I'm gonna dip into a little bit of Cherry from the Artistry canvas palette and start blending out those edges. Ooh, that looks so good. Are you kidding me? Hello. And then I'm just gonna grab a big fluffy brush and dip into Red Flag, which is the bright neon red from Artistry canvas. And I'm gonna use this to really blend everything together. This is really giving our Coca-Cola can colors. This is exactly what I was envisioning. Ooh, look at that. Now, on the lid, obviously our opportunities are endless here. We can really do whatever we want. Part of me wants to do a white cut crease so it like matches the aesthetic of the Coke can, but I honestly think that's gonna look too like draggy and not the vibe. And I also don't want to distract from the special effects that we're about to do on the other eye of this literally coming out of my skull. So I think that I'm gonna keep it simple for once. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of redstone on the other eye, which is like our shimmery red shade. I'm just gonna plop that right onto the lid. Actually, maybe I'll do Shams, which is like the pink shimmer. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Then I'll go in with like a white shimmer on the inner corner to help make that really pop. Then I'm gonna grab a flat brush and use a little bit of Wimple to start lining my lid, just to give the lash something to like anchor to, so it's not just like floating there, you know? A little dark red liner. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Okay, I'm loving that. Hello. Come on, that is really good. Now in that lower lash line, just gonna match those same reds. I didn't want to do a white cut crease, but I do think I'm gonna pop a little bit of white liner in at my waterline just to help open up my eye a little bit. So I'm gonna use, of course, our Ghosted Create Paint. Just doing a tiny little dollop on the back of my hand. For those of you guys that do not know, our Create Paints are currently on sale. We have a 10 Create Paint bundle, all the original shades for only $99. Literally less than $10 a paint. They're normally $15. If you need any paints for your Halloween makeup look, now is the time to shop. We're almost done. All we're gonna do now is curl the eyelash. So weird to only be doing this on one eye. Then we're gonna apply a little bit of mascara. Then I'm just gonna glue on a little eyelash. I'm using Kitty Corners from Violent Kitty Cosmetics. Then we're just gonna pop the eyelash on. And now that the eye is done, it's time to get started on this Coke can. Obviously, this is filled with soda and is super heavy, so we can't exactly just glue this into my eyeball. We have to take a couple of extra precautionary steps to get this can prepared for the special effects. So let's go upstairs to the kitchen. I have no idea really what I'm doing here, but we're gonna try this out and hope for the best. So we have to pop our can. Of course, gonna take a little sip. Coca-Cola, hello. Delicious, God, it's so good. Now we pour it out. Oh, tragic. I'm gonna fill it with water, give it a rinse a couple of times. Now we need to cut this can. I'm gonna try a box cutter. This is what we use to like open our PR packages and stuff. Do you think this is gonna work?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, that is unpleasant.
Yeah, the sound is not the best.
Oh my God. Yeah! Ah! It's like sensory overload. Obviously this is really rough, so I can't just like shove this onto my eyeball. We're gonna dispose of the rest of the can. In her video, she like covered this with like cotton swab.
Yeah, like a cotton pad she like ripped apart and put it there.
So we couldn't find any sandpaper to like soften the edges, so we just thought of an idea that might be stupid, but we're gonna test it out. The concrete outside is like rough. I mean, that's gotta be better than what we started with. Let's just glue on the cotton and then we'll figure it out. Let's go. What she did in her video was basically pull apart little cotton rounds and then use like the little cotton to conceal the edges, which I think is a really good idea. I'm gonna just grab some like Gorilla Glue. I don't know, you guys, I don't know what's gonna work here. Let's see. I'm just gonna get like a really thin layer around the edge here. So if I just like go like this, is it gonna like stick on there? It is. Okay, 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 okay. So I have the whole can coated with the cotton. Now I can safely glue this to my face without it ripping my skin open, which is great. We love that, right? I have my trusty liquid latex and I'm just gonna go in. Oh no.
Disgusting!
There's last year's Halloween costumes. Ew! I'm literally just gonna apply the liquid latex to the edge of the cotton here. Sometimes when things are a little too heavy, the liquid latex will not actually like hold it to your face, but we emptied out the can and it's literally just aluminum, so it's pretty lightweight. I think we should be okay. I'm just gonna apply quite a lot of it, so we're better safe than sorry here. Like I said, you guys, I really want to take like an actual special effects makeup class, so when I'm doing these Halloween videos for you guys, I can better teach you proper techniques. But then again, I feel like I always make it fun, right? Like I don't really know what I'm doing, but somehow it comes together. That's what makeup magic is really all about. Let's say a prayer. I'm gonna put the mirror in the frame. I'm sorry. Okay, but I need to see myself close up for this because I'm gonna lose half my vision here. Okay, here we go. Let me move my hair out of the way. Coca-Cola, hello. I can see the inside of the can. This is trippy. I don't like it. Okay. Okay, so now I just need to hold this here for a bit. And I'm gonna use like the end of this eyelash or razor to like stick the cotton to my face here. Oh my God, this is scary. You guys, I don't like it. Oops. Oh my God, I didn't mean to put anything there. Oh my God, it's sticking! It's sticking! Oh, thank God. Okay. I can't see under there. Oh my God, this is hard. We need to make it look nice and chunky so it looks like it's like actually like bashed into my face. Oh my God, not having my vision is scary. You guys, I feel like this is getting pretty secure here. It feels like it's locked in there.
It's staying for sure.
It's staying for sure. So we're gonna let this liquid latex dry for a couple of minutes until it turns clear. Then it's time to paint. I'm glad that it's actually working, thank God. Can you imagine if we did all this work and the can just fell right off? We're all dry. Now, what we need to do is paint this so it actually looks realistic. Starting off, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of concealer and I'm literally just gonna grab like a fluffy makeup brush and I'm gonna grab, oh my God, this is so fucking trippy. I'm using both of my eyes and I can see out of both of my eyes, but only one of them is actually looking at what I want to be looking at. This is so weird. Just gonna grab a little bit of this concealer on a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna start like painting the liquid latex so it looks like an actual skin tone. We are obviously gonna go in with blood and all sorts of new colors in a second, but I just wanna make sure that if there's any areas that aren't splattered in blood, they don't look like white. Oh, they don't look white. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but it looked better than it did, right? Now, here's where it gets fun. We're gonna grab some Create paints again. Starting off with our Create paint in Left on Red, I'm gonna do a little bit of this on a mixing palette. And then the teeniest little bit of ink, our black Create paint, just to make kind of like a dirty blood color. Not too much because I want it to still be mostly red. Then I'm just gonna grab like a little makeup brush and mix the colors together to get like a dark, kind of maroony, bloody, messy color. And what we're gonna do is literally just start like brushing this right in this wound area, kind of like right on the border between the can and my actual face. Because this needs to give like dried blood. Just gonna like wiggle this right back and forth in between the border. I literally cannot see what I'm doing over on the side of my can. I'm just hoping for the best here. Little stipple, stipple. I'm gonna add a lot of blood splatter, so it's gonna look better. Oh, there we go. Do you see? Do you see how it's coming together? Look at that. Oh God, that side looks fucking terrible. Oh no, this is so hard. I can't see. This has never happened to me before. Usually if I do a bad makeup look, it's because I'm just not talented. This is so hard. I can't see what I'm doing. That's enough of like the underpainting. Now we just add the blood. Okay, so this is Ben Nye Stage Blood. This is what I use every single year. It is literally the best fake blood on the market. I'm just gonna pour a little bit out onto my little mixing palette here. And then same thing again. I'm gonna use that same brush and we're just literally gonna brush it right on. And this is where it really comes to life. Oh, look at that. It just looks glossy and shiny and literally looks like the can is actually coming out of my face. I'm gonna try to get some concentrated in here so it starts dripping down. Like if I use like a lot of setting spray on my face, will that make the blood like drip more, do you think? Oh, James! I just sprayed that right into my fucking eyeball. I can't see what the fuck I'm doing! Oh my God! There we go. Okay, see how this is like getting wet down here? Yes. I think that I'm happy with this, right? This is looking pretty good. Fuck, I forgot about the lips. No!
Probably should have done that before.
Oh my God, I definitely should have done that before. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, panic. Okay, here we go. And on that note, you guys, that is officially my Coca-Cola Hello makeup look all complete. I cannot believe my face currently looks like this, but honestly, I kind of ate this up. I told you guys, I don't know what it is. I'm not great at special effects makeup, but somehow, miraculously, we pull it together every single time, and that officially completes this year's episode of recreating your best Halloween makeup looks. I want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to the 3 creators that we mentioned in today's video, and I also want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you guys who tagged us in your different Halloween makeup looks, especially the ones using Painted. It means so much to me. Thank you for supporting the brand as we release more and more products. I cannot wait to see what you guys truly come up with. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. Your love and support really helps out the channel a lot. And leave us a comment letting us know which makeup look was your favorite. The Deer makeup, or Lisa Frank makeup, or maybe even the Coca-Cola Hello makeup look. And of course, if any of you guys decide to recreate these, I know you won't, but please just tag us. I would love to see. On that note, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to follow me on my other social media platforms, I have lots of great Halloween content for you guys coming. You did not want to miss out. My Instagram and TikTok are just James Charles. And if you want to follow Painted, our TikTok is @Painted or @Painted UK if you're in the United Kingdom, or our Instagram and website for shopping are both just painted.co. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next Friday for a brand new video. Goodbye.